Hello everybody, welcome back. So Eiyuden Chronicle has been in development for 2 years now, and over those 2 years we've gotten to see quite a few of the characters that are going to be in the game. Almost half of the 110 person cast has been revealed in one way or another before the game's release. In this video, I'll be going over all the characters we've seen so far, and this will be divided into three kind of categories. The first category, officially revealed characters for Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, whether that's been through the Kickstarter, its subsequent updates, or maybe even in some trailers. The second category will be all the characters we were introduced to in the prequel game, Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. And lastly, I'll go over all the unknown characters that have been revealed so far. Usually these characters have been revealed in trailers, but we don't know anything about them, or in Kickstarter updates as well, but once again, no official information about them has been released. And before I get started, there is a spoiler warning for this video because I will be assuming that you have played Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, or you don't care about being spoiled about that game. So let's get started. So the first character naturally is Noah, the main protagonist of the game, and he carries on a tradition started by the first two Suikoden protagonists, and that is using a weapon from ancient China. In the first Suikoden game, we had the bow staff, the second game we had Tonfar, and in this game we have twin hook swords. Noah's from the League of Nations, and he is the leap before looking type. And naturally, he's the one character we've gotten a lot of good looks at so far. And along with Noah's official reveal, he mentions a character named Lean. We haven't seen anything about this character yet, so it's unknown if she is going to be playable or not, but chances are she will be appearing in the main game. The next will be Sein Kesling, Noah's rival. He's from the Galdean Empire, the enemy country in this game. He's a noble and, by all accounts, an outstanding military officer. He has strong ideals which probably play a hand in his and Noah's falling out at some point during the game. Next is Marisa, another key character of the game. She's from the Guardian clan that is situated in the forest. Her clan of Guardians is very important to the story because of the unique way they can wield rune lenses. And then she also has a pet on her shoulder named Pooby, which is a mysterious creature Marisa found with a rune lens. So he'll probably have a little bit of screen time in the game at some point. Next is Leanne, a martial artist who won't take any of the Empire's nonsense lying down. And it seems like she will be one of the first characters we recruit in the game. Next is Gar, a Beastman mercenary and a fan of Noah's rushing headfirst style. Beastmen are very sought after in this world, particularly for their military prowess, and it seems like Gar is one of the first characters we will get to play with as well. Next is Meldridge, who is a genius tactician. Usually Suikoden games have a tactician in them, and it seems like that this character will be our tactician in Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. He's one of the first revealed characters. We haven't seen any new footage of him for a long time, but I'm sure that will be fixed in the non-too-distant future. We have our first Eastern character in Mio. She's an Eastern swordswoman who seems to be one of Noah's earliest companions. She is the strong and silent type, but is known to make the odd mistake here and there. Fights using a katana, of course. Periel Grum is the first Kickstarter stretch goal character that was unlocked during the campaign. She's described as a young noblewoman full of fire, descended from a collateral branch of one of the League of Nations' noble families. And then we have one of the biggest fan favorite characters, Eupharius VII. He is a member of the Shi'ark race. He is known to be a capable commander wielding a ball and chain weapon, which looks awesome. He's also a stretch goal character, and there's already a ton of footage of him out there too. Hildy, another stretch goal character, is Sein Kesling's right-hand officer. She's described as capable, a neat freak, and determined to restore her house's dignity. She fights throwing blades. Maxim, a second lieutenant in the League of Nations, described as idealistic but likable and honest. Rhodey, a young and disagreeable watchmaker from the League of Nations. His art and sprite work have been released. Iris, a talented architect from the League of Nations. Since she is an architect, I wonder if she allows us to change our castle appearance, possibly in-game. We'll see. Marcus, the Skeleton King, tried to found a kingdom for the undead, but failed. However, he still rules his own castle with some loyal retainers. Hakugen, another Eastern character, a ninja, and good friends with Mio apparently. While Mio is an idealist, Hakugen is much more of a realist, and she has been shown to fight using kunai in battle. Bernard Sawad, a mercenary leader from the desert. His people and the Shi'ark sometimes fight together or against each other, depending on who's been hired by whom. And based on his character art, I think it's safe to say he's a dual wielder with a dagger in one hand and a curved blade in the other. Cabana and his son, Paiba. So these two are capybara beastmen. I think it goes without saying that these two are likely to be in charge of the player fortress bathhouse, and his people have been described as all about creating popular hot springs wherever they go. Cassandra, our voluptuous yet languid elven innkeeper from an elven village, which she left for unknown reasons. Code L, a man with an unhealthy obsession with rune lenses, will probably be our rune lens merchant. Dr. Cork. This individual is enamored with physics and obsessed with Begoma, a minigame that will be prevalent in Eiyuden Chronicle. Ivy, an engineer from the Galdean Empire. She fights with two massive rune lens-fueled rune arms, which compensate for her short stature, which she has a bit of a chip on her shoulder about. Marin. She's the sister to Wyler, and based off of her artwork and description, she's likely to be a herbalist and or florist of some type in-game. Ormond, a dwarven miner, so this character confirms that dwarves are in the game. He's described as meticulous and has a great ear for finding ore. His meticulous nature is reflected in his appearance, particularly his well-kept beard. Stadler, a soldier who trains his men hard because he cares about them and doesn't want them to die. Very much the drill sergeant type character. Wave, a member of the Guardians like Marisa. He leads his own command and is a man of few words. He's risked his life for his comrades multiple times, described as brawny and courageous. Wyler, Marin's brother who she absolutely adores. He's an expert archer that protects his sister, and for reasons unknown, he keeps how his parents died a secret from Marin, something else that'll possibly be revealed in-game. Yelu, from a cloaked and hidden village in the League of Nations. Shy but desperate to see the outside world, she always keeps her eyes hidden in accordance with clan traditions. Marius, a meathead mage that knows zero magic. In lieu of that, he crushes his enemies with his huge staff. Next, we're moving on to Eiyuden Chronicle Rising characters. First character is CJ, one of Eiyuden Chronicle Rising's three main protagonists. She's seen sporting a new outfit in the main game, and for those of you that don't know her, she's described as a kind-hearted, if slightly naive scavenger. Her tribe has been scavengers for generations, and members of her clan are named after treasures. Her name, CJ, stands for Crown Jewel. She fights with twin pickaxes. Next is Guru, a kangaroo beastman and veteran ex-mercenary. He's another of the three main protagonists of Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. He trusts in two things only, his giant sword and the money in his pocket. He also has a daughter named Alabi with a terminal illness. Isha, the last of the three main characters of Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. She's the mayor of New Nevea and born with innate magical abilities, which should be impossible in the world of Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. Just like the other two protagonists, she will be making a return in Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. Gokto. He played a large supporting role in Rising. He's an influential man who leads several different guilds. He seems like a very affable fellow now, but he did experience many scenes of carnage in his past. Chances are, after recruiting him in the main game, he'll play a big role in getting your castle town's economy up and running. Hogan, a lizardine beastman and traveling trader. He played a supporting role in Rising and will be back for the main game. He's also from the same town as Guru. He is seen wielding a dagger in his main character art, so I'm assuming that's what he'll be using to fight as well. Squash, an Orintha, which is a term for bird beastman. He opened an accessory shop in Rising and worked as an appraiser. Loves shiny things and will probably be our appraiser in the main game as well. Malor, another stretch goal character, but she had quite a significant role in Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. She's an aspiring magical girl. She was shown in the latest trailer and it looks like she can really pack a punch. Frida, a likable, lively armorer. She worked as the armorer in New Nevea in Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. She's also got quite the eye for fashion. Chances are she will return in the main game as well. Hugo, another character from the East. He's a mercenary that fights with a massive katana. He was hired to watch over New Nevea in Rising. He will return for the sequel. Hurstwine, an agent of the Galdean Empire. He reports to someone called Mighty Dukes. He posed as part of a group of bandits in Rising, but the whole time he was really an Imperial agent furthering the Empire's aims in the New Nevea region. Mighty Dukes, he wanted the primal rune lens in New Nevea, but he didn't get it. Hurstwine's boss, whose role in the Empire is currently unknown, will most definitely be making a return in the main game. So next is the unknown characters, which we've only seen flashes of or screenshots of, but know nothing else about. The first character we have is a little girl riding some kind of huge beast. Looks like a demon koala with horns, essentially. Don't know anything about her. She's only made one appearance in this one scene of a trailer, but does look pretty cool. Next is the character walking with Periel. Don't know anything about him. Could be a simple butler, could be a playable character. No idea at this point, but I thought I should mention him. After that, we have this elven archer that was revealed in the latest trailer. Blonde, seemingly female with blue armor. Haven't seen the character art for this one yet, but the sprite work looks gorgeous. And naturally wields a bow. In that same scene, we have a redhead with short hair wielding dual swords in what looks like white armor. My guess is that this character is female too. And in this one particular scene of the latest trailer, we get a bunch of character art, and there's several new characters we haven't seen before in here. The first is this tree stump looking thing with a leaf coming out of it. I'm just calling it Stumpy for now. We don't know anything else about this character. After that, we have another unknown warrior with a sword and red cape and a bit of a blue headpiece. Looks like he could possibly be from the League of Nations, since he looks a little bit more ethnically diverse in terms of appearance. After that, we have this dark-haired Imperial officer who has appeared with Sein Kesling in trailers and other Kickstarter updates. Seems like he will have a significant role in the story. We don't know anything about this Imperial officer yet, though. After that, we have an older man in a seemingly white-looking military uniform, and we know nothing about this character at the moment either. After that, we have a couple of characters that were revealed in a Kickstarter update when it came to new character sprites. One is this old lady in pink. She seemingly has a Eastern appearance about her as well. She could be an elder or leader of some type from that region of the world. We'll have to wait and see. And last but not least, we get this punk / gangster looking dude in pink with a red mohawk and purple bandana. I thought gangster immediately. He could be a type of martial artist as well. We don't know. We'll have to see. He definitely looks like the brash type. And that's it for all the characters revealed so far, everybody. Who are your favorites? Are there certain types of characters you're hoping will be revealed before the game's released? And depending on how many are revealed, I might be back for a second video. But as always, thank you for watching. I hope it was informative, and I'll see you next time.